Hey everybody, it's Frank Sriracha with another casted game of Discovery Cup. This is going to be round 8, game 1, between the Infernal player Zuka in the bottom left. Looks like he's going for an early expand, and the Vanguard player Sunburst in the upper right. Oh, not going for an early expand. Looks like he's going for an Iron Vault. But that Hexen's going to keep him away. Apologies in advance. I caught a cold over the weekend, so my voice is going to sound a little nasally, but we'll get through it. Farm come down. There's the bobs finally. Sunburst preferring to pull 5 bobs to make that expansion happen, but they're overcharged, so the command post should come up really fast. And it's nighttime right now. I wonder if it's randomly selected when it'll be nighttime or daytime for these maps, but yeah, the build time for this is just insane with 5 overcharged bobs. Didn't quite make it perpendicular. Might be doing that to might be doing that just to make it a little bit more defensible, but that does mean he's going to sacrifice a little bit of efficiency there. 2 brutes in the Hexen are going to come up. Scout's not going to see him. Took a little bit of chip damage, but nothing a little repair-matic or maybe some TLC from a Bob can't fix. And yeah, hasn't lost a brute yet. Gonna pull it back just to... Oh no, it's still getting hit by the slime. But he does get the health camp and a couple of fiends out of the deal. He's gonna leave that brute there to heal up. Scout's gonna see the fiends, which are going to chase it down, even though they are still debuffed from the slimes. The slime death doing that AoE armor hit, I believe it is. Another shrine going down for our Infernal player to his natural. He's going to be a little bit behind in his eco. And we haven't seen any production buildings come out from Sunburst just yet. He will want those. And the Shadow Demon's going down for Zuka, who all things considered has kept his brutes together. Man, that scout is just must have slapped lard all over him or something, because he's just slipping by. Looks like he might try to steal the health camp. Is he? Is he? Yes, he is. Meanwhile, the fiends and the brutes are going to come over here and try to snipe the vision camp. On the Vanguard side of things, another brute going to come up and challenge the Lancer. One of the downsides of that early expand style is that you don't have as much presence out on the map. Which means that you do have more, your macro has more longevity to it, because you can saturate the mine a lot quicker, but at the same time you're missing out on buffs and the money that camps make you. Probably make more money with the mine than being active on the map, but it's nothing to shake a stick at, the rewards that you get for taking a creep camp. So a couple lances are already out. Buzzsaw Cannon is up, and it already takes out 2 of the fiends. Buzzsaw Cannon's being pretty powerful. Yeah, that seems like it's going to be a little bit too stalwart of a defense. Zuka's going to back off. Probably going to go for the energy camp next. But I don't know what... He only has 1 Hexen, so it's probably just for the resources and to just be active on the map. We do see a couple of imps that are finally saturating. Oh, and the double Twilight Spire. This should be interesting. Maybe Spriggan's coming out? We'll see. We'll see. Excuse me. He needs to grab that health fern for whichever the lowest brute is. Ooh, and the Therium. Passive Therium's strong. Alright, he's going to get the high white health. Brutes to take the first couple shots. Meanwhile, Sunburst is going to be over here with his squad of Lancers. His Scout's going to keep on being annoying and counter-capturing these camps. while the Lancers just hide in the bushes. Interesting that Zuka still hasn't come back to retake his. Well, he's sending a fiend, presumably a fiend, back to take it, but he must have all army hotkeyed. I was about to say F2, but it's not F2 in this game. It's spacebar in this game. And yeah, go back to recontest the vision camp. And he's losing the second health camp, which would be really nice because Lancers are quite tanky. So that passive regen of, well, now that he has both health camps, 2 HP per second is going to be very valuable for him. Zuka going for a third. I don't even know that his natural is fully. Oh no, it is fully saturated. Disregard. But yeah, he's gonna see the Lancer ball plus an Exo. Lancer Exo ball. He's gonna back away and try to take these slimes, or these oozes, I presume. Skull Cheddar goes down. Gets the fiends. And does he lose the brute? No, he doesn't lose the brute. Is that brute? Yeah, I saw the brute's, I didn't see that sliver of health until after the fight. I wondered if it had passive regen, but it doesn't, because he needs to take a health camp. He's just not taking the health camp that's on his side of the map for whatever reason. Big ball of Lancer Exo. I don't know if this is a fight that Zuka wants to take. He might just have to give up on the vision camp here. It's a pretty beefy army. That being said, he's got a couple of brutes. There's the Spriggans. He might want to hide the Spriggans though. I think he wants to wait, maybe to backdoor with them. But yeah, just sitting on Shroud to regenerate all that white health is going to be big, especially since he doesn't have his own health camp anymore. That being said, the one on the west side of the map, I believe, is reset. Yeah, it has reset. So he can go back and capture it if he wants to, but that's, I don't know that he wants to weaken his army with Lancer Exo ball, especially with so many Vet 2 units in that ball. It's looking quite scary. Meanwhile, back at home, alright, is it... Oh no, it's kinetic redirect. Probably already has quick draw hustle down. Yeah, and they're just gonna keep on circling each other. Oh man, the greedy, oh! I don't know who got that one. Hexen sniped. So no more Skulls of Cheddar out for the moment. Oh no, he does have a secondary one. Hexens are pretty useful. They're quite useful in being able to pop fiends. And if the Vanguard player wants to avoid them, he needs to micro pretty intensely. It's almost impossible to avoid the Skull of Cheddar for a frontline unit. But that being said, the Vanguard frontline units are pretty tanky, so getting the timing down is also a bit of a skill check for the Infernal player. Meanwhile, Sunburst is going to go back to the Shadow Demons and harvest them for their rewards. And the Vision Camp is going to be also helpful. Zuka going to retake his Vision Camp. There's no sense in not doing it since he knows the Northern Vision Camp just got taken by Sunburst. And yeah, I think he wants to hang out in the Energy Regen Camp to recapture it. That's fine. Definitely want that Energy Regen on the Hexen. And here we go. We might finally see a camp. Oh, puts down a Venom Trap. That's interesting. Those are really cool. Okay, I think Sunburst wants to challenge this third, but when he saw Zuka's army there, he's not sure if he wants to go. And Zuka respecting his opponent maybe a little bit too much. He's got quite a bit of AOE that he can do damage with. There we go. That's what the feeds are for. The feeds are there to be bullet sponges. He's kind of got the Vanguard player on the back foot. Exo's being excellent, especially with quick draw hustle for cutting an opponent. Man, even the new blood effects where it's shiny on the ground. It's not just a texture. It actually has like some reflection to it. It's really cool. And then Zuka's going to rotate north, possibly to get this health camp. Just so he has passive regen, something that because since Infernals can't heal like health passively, They don't have any like med techs or anything like that. The closest thing they have to a medic-ish unit would be the Weaver, which replenishes all the white health if they harpoon a friendly unit. But there we go. The Vanguard player just kind of sitting in waiting, healing up a little bit. Imp is sacrificed for... Oh, is he going to see the Venom Trap? He is going to see the Venom Trap. And then they're just going to stay in a standoff for a little bit. Hellborn getting a shot off. 2 Hellborns actually in the army here. It's going to be very helpful against all those very small Exos, but he needs to focus the fire on the Exos themselves, not the Lancers that can take such shots. Helicarrier comes out, but it looks quite exposed. That being said, we don't have many units on the Infernal side that can shoot up, so it seems like it'll be pretty safe for now. The auto attack on the Helicarrier isn't all that impressive, but there's just so much Infernal that I can kind of ignore the auto attack and keep going. Medtech's dropping Nano Swarm on the Helicarrier. I don't know if they needed to, just from the fact that there's really nothing. I mean, the Hexens can shoot up in the same way that, you know, an ant could eventually bite through your... Oh, it did go down though. I wonder what did it go down to skulls, maybe? I'm surprised. Okay, and a couple more Hellborn coming down to reinforce, but oh, I don't know that this is a fight they want to take. Oh, it was Shadow Flyers. Shadow Flyers probably burst it down. Roots coming in, but it looks like a lot of this Infernal army has been spent. A little bit too close to home, or a little bit too close to the Vanguard side of the map, and they're gonna go back, maybe regen some white health, get some more. There we go. Get the health fern. Get the health fern. Healing flower. That's what it's called. The 0 armor healing flower. Looks like they're coming back for the energy regen camp. I don't know if this is just for the Luminite that they drop, or if he actually wants the energy regen. He's got enough Hexen now. I'm starting to think this is genuinely part of the build. It's not just not all about the money. But the Therium camp is almost certainly about getting that passive Therium. And denying it from his opponent. I wonder if he'll open up these trees to have better access to that health camp. That is one thing I would like to see a lot more of, that I don't see much of, is like, look at how much forest is on this map. There's a lot of room to play with just destroying trees to open up different paths, and I prefer this a lot more actually to the StarCraft pile of rocks, just because you can make actual paths through things, if you so desire, or if you don't want to fight in a choke. Like, let's say you have a ton of fiends and you don't want to, like, you know, Battle of Thermopylae, go up against, you know, the 4 Vet 3 promoted Lancers. Like, you can just open up the map so much more. Vanguard going for their own vision camp again, taking down 2 Shadow Demons pretty easily. We do see, was that a Weaver that I saw? A Weaver? No, it was the Spring Projectiles. Man, all those Shadow Flyers looking pretty spooky. I don't know that, is our Vanguard player building more? Not building more just the one Helicarrier, which is interesting because Helicarriers do fantastic against lots of units bunched up, if they have the bombers for it. But just one Helicarrier, I'm not sure it'll do much. It does seem that Helicarriers do better with it. It's more of a oh, I think he did carpet bomb just here recently. But it looks like there's quite a bit of saturation still on that Luminite mine, so I don't know how effective that really was. Oh, the miasma slow, setting up the Hellborns for quite an attack. A couple of Shadow Flyers sacrificed into the shielded Helicarrier. Didn't seem to do a whole lot. And because of that, oh, there we go. Like I was talking about, the trees have been knocked down, so now this Vanguard force can... Oh, is he going to try the flank? Oh, the flank could be really good. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. A couple of bombs do get off, but it's not enough. Both Helicarriers go down to all those Shadow Flyers. Yep, Spriggans are there doing damage, and the Magrodon's getting their Stompy Stomps off. One of them is, anyway. And... yeah, it looks like some Lancers inside of the Infernal line are just causing a bit of a slowdown. Spriggans targeting down the Medtech. Miasma hits quite a few of those Exos as well. And suddenly that Vanguard ball is looking pretty small. Throws down an effigy just to get a little bit of that white health regenerated. And the Dragon's out. Oh, man. Our favorite co-caster here at the Stormgate Archives, Luca D Supply, is making some commentary here, noting that the Infernal player has 225 supply to the Vanguard's 120. Oh, but is it going to just be throwing away Shadow Flyers? The Spriggans certainly were. But yeah, now the Infernal attack has begun in earnest. I don't know that he can fight this two-pronged attack here from the south and from the west. It's coming from the south and the west. But yeah, a lot of these brutes some of these brutes seem to be having a tough time actually getting into the fight. That Scrapyard is causing quite a bit of slowdown with the Sim City. This the Magrodon also needs to get in the front line. The Hellborns seem to be okay, and they're attacking units, which is good. Yeah, and with so many fiends, so many brutes, just chasing these. And there's the GG. All right, so that'll do it for round 9, game 1, Zuka versus Sunburst.